Colombo is the capital and largest city in Sri Lanka. It's the country's main economic hub, where high-rises meet ocean views and tuk-tuks zip through the streets. This is the first video in our Sri Lanka series, where we'll be self-driving a tuk-tuk around the coast for 3 weeks. But first, we're starting things off with a raw look at our first impressions of the capital city before the real adventure begins.
What is a scam?
It's felt like a bit of a culture shock since getting to Colombo. It's like a proper big city. Right now we are at the Manhattan Fish Market, which isn't actually a fish market, it is a restaurant. With us being near the ocean, I've been craving some seafood. On this fish platter, it comes with a fried dory fillet. It also comes with calamari, prawns, some chips. A lot of it did look pretty fried, but they have so many other options here as well. They have seafood buckets, they have crab, they have lobster, and everything is cooked pretty much any way that you could imagine. So we have a little bit of energy before we go out and explore this beautiful city.
So there are 2 ride sharing, like there's Uber here, but then there's also another app in Sri Lanka called Pick Me. And so we've downloaded that app as well, but we're trying to go to our next location and it is like taking forever. We've been waiting here, no one's picking up our ride. Yay, somebody just accepted it! You guys helped, thank you. We were literally sitting here for ages before I pulled out the camera. All right, sick one. So scratch that, we're back on the road. Hello, sir.
We're on our way to Independence Square, a national monument built to commemorate the country's independence from British rule in 1948. Typically, it's a peaceful spot where locals jog, relax, and reflect on the nation's history, but we weren't expecting this today.
It's like there's some kind of like an event going on or something. A lot of people in uniforms, a lot of chairs set up, and a lot of military or policemen here. It's hard to tell because some of them are in like full camo gear and then some are in police uniforms, so I'm not entirely sure.
There's a lot of guns. Yeah, this has got to be an event. Hello.
So we kind of walked around the entire perimeter of the Independence Square. There's lots of news cameras and a shitload of cops. I don't think we're allowed to go in there. There's a whole stage set up with a ton of chairs. Clearly there's some kind of an event going on and they have it blocked off today. But behind me, this is Sri Lanka's first prime minister, and he played a pivotal role in helping the country be free from British colonial rule. So, of course, he's got a nice big monument. Tomorrow's Sri Lanka's Independence Day.
Oh!
Yeah, he was like freedom. I'm like, oh, like Independence Day.
Oh!
Yeah. What a day to celebrate. That's awesome.
Okay, we learned that tomorrow we're here at a very interesting time because tomorrow is Sri Lanka's Independence Day. Wow, this is beautiful. I noticed that when we were driving around in Colombo, there's all these like little parks in the city. There's even a park right here, right by the Independence Square. I keep wanting to say Independence Monument because that's what it's called in Phnom Penh. And when we lived in Phnom Penh, we lived right near the Independence Monument, so we would talk about it all the time. Guys, after traveling through India and Sri Lanka for the past, 4 months now, I have become like a sidewalk fanatic. When I see a big sidewalk like this, I get so excited. And not only do we have a huge, beautiful sidewalk, but a bike lane as well. This area that we're in right now is called Cinnamon Gardens, I believe. And it is near, obviously, the Independence Square. But also, it's like, there's a whole bunch of government buildings and a police station, I believe, and all sorts of kind of government things around here. So it does feel very, very clean. I'm not sure how the rest of Colombo is because this is the first place that we've come. But it feels very clean and big and open and green. I must say though that typically in big cities that is what kind of the government area is like. But I can't believe all of this green space right in the city. Guys, these buses, they drive like crazy. These buses here, they look a little bit crazy, And they are crazy. They drive like madmen. All right, looks like there will be an event at this park too. Guys, look at this crazy tree. These roots are growing like down.
We know that a good pair of headphones is essential for long travel days, and that's why we're so excited that this video is sponsored by Soundcore AeroFit 2. These are ultra comfortable open ear earbuds with built-in AI voice translation. Yes, so these aren't just your regular earbuds. You can actually use these while traveling, thanks to real-time translation for over 100 languages. And the AI translation feature is completely free to use in the Soundcore app. To access the AI translation, download the Soundcore app. Make sure it's updated to version 3.87 or later, connect your earbuds, and update your firmware to the latest version. Now, if you're in a foreign country struggling to communicate, the face-to-face translation feature on the AeroFit 2 makes it super easy to communicate with locals.
Where is the restaurant?
Whether you're ordering food, getting a taxi, checking into a hotel, shopping at local markets, or handling emergencies. Plus, they're insanely comfortable to wear all day, since we're always traveling, long layovers, nights at the airport, train rides, you name it. Great sound quality for music and podcasts is a must. That's where the bass turbo tech and high-res wireless audio really come through. If you're grabbing a pair online, don't forget to use the code CASEFORME for a free travel case with your purchase.
So we found this big giant gold Buddha, which is very beautiful and picturesque. Set up in this park here with all the crows flying around. It's quite beautiful.
25 years back, have a look, see the cinnamon tree there.
Yeah. What are they? Touch me nots?
Yes.
All right, so this part of the video may raise the question, what is a scam? What is a scam by definition? Because I don't feel confident saying that we just got scammed, but we were just a little bit deceived at first. Okay, so this is what happened. So as you can see, we're in this beautiful park. It has all of these gorgeous like banyan trees, I believe those are, or is that what it's called when they grow from, the roots grow back into the ground? But there's all this beautiful like foliage around this park. It is stunning. Wildlife, loads of birds. Oh my gosh, like it's just so cool. We walked past where all the military were set up because we thought the park might be closed as well. And it's not, it's gorgeous, look at this. But we met a man who first wanted us to come over and poke these touch me knots that were in the ground. And we're like, oh yeah, that's cool. He's like, yeah, like it's just a beautiful park. Like Sri Lanka has beautiful parks. We're like, yeah. Anyways, then he's like, oh, and come look at this. Like there's flying foxes. And he showed us that. And then like Nick and I are kind of looking at each other at this point. We're like, oh, this is a very nice man. But like also he's certainly going to ask for money, which is like, again, it's totally fine. But I wish he would have just told us. So yeah, anyways, in the end, he had showed us a couple things like the touch me nots and then this flying fox in the tree. And then he signaled and asked us for money. Let's be fair. If he had approached us and said, hey, I'll show you a few things in the park for however much, you know, let me show you around. We would have willingly paid him anyway, but it was just a little trick to be like, oh, I'm being so friendly and I'm just showing you around for fun, kind of, and then it's not just for fun. He is looking for money.
I thought he was just a friendly old gardener, but that's my fault. We know better than that.
We know better than that. Nothing is quite ever as it seems.
Touch again. The branch down, sir.
Wow, they wilt right away. They're all landing in this tree.
I have to say, the city is muggy. It's just like, it feels thick. The air feels very humid and thick here. So if you guys haven't already been able to tell, what we normally do is book like, I wouldn't say we're budget travelers anymore, but like we're definitely budget conscious, you know, like mid-range budget travelers, I would say, typically. So typically we've been staying at homestays, we've been staying in tree houses and all these amazing accommodations for very affordable prices. One of the best parts of our stay in Colombo though, is that we decided to splurge a little and stay at this 4-star hotel. I believe that it's called the Sophia Colombo City Hotel, I think that's what it's called. And we have a view of like the city, and then we can also see the sea, and it is so beautiful. They have this amazing gym that we just got back from, and a gorgeous rooftop pool area. And yeah, it's so beautiful. So if you have this kind of budget, it's not anything crazy whatsoever. I'll put it on the screen. We would highly recommend this place. This is a really cool spot to be in while in Colombo. The sun is so bright and glowy.
It's looking like we're gonna get a pretty good sunset.
You think?
Hopefully, why not? I'm optimistic. You're the pessimistic one.
I'm not pessimistic.
Sri Lanka has been on our bucket list for years, so we're so excited to see you next week with a brand new video cruising through this amazing island nation. So, we'll see you then.
This is paradise.